As the great Buddha once said, "Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without." In a world constantly pulling us in different directions between work, relationships, and the pressure of everyday life, it can feel nearly impossible to find that inner calm. We often search for peace in external things, believing that once our circumstances change, we'll finally feel at ease. But what if the peace you're looking for is already within you, waiting to be discovered? In today's video, we'll dive deep into powerful Buddhist teachings and practices that show you how to cultivate lasting peace and tranquility from within, no matter how chaotic the world around you may be. Stick with us, and we'll guide you on a journey to true inner peace. 1. Understanding the nature of the mind. To start, it's essential to grasp the nature of the mind. In Buddhism, we often hear the mind compared to a monkey swinging from tree to tree, constantly moving, distracted and restless. This concept, known as the monkey mind, illustrates how our thoughts often jump from one to another, leaving us overwhelmed, scattered, and struggling to find mental peace. The mind rarely stays still. It's constantly processing information, reacting to stimuli, and spinning countless thoughts that often create anxiety, stress, or emotional turmoil. Understanding that this constant motion is the nature of the mind is the first step toward calming it. We don't need to fight against it or try to make the mind stop moving. Instead, we can learn to observe it without reacting. When we sit quietly and become mindful, we begin to notice the patterns of our thoughts. Over time, with practice, we can detach from the belief that our thoughts define us. Mindfulness meditation is a powerful tool for developing awareness of the mind's behavior. Through regular practice, you can train yourself to observe thoughts without getting caught up in them. For instance, when a negative or anxious thought arises, instead of immediately engaging with it, observe it as though you're watching it pass by, like clouds in the sky. Over time, this process helps create space between the thoughts and your reactions, allowing you to approach life with greater clarity and calm. By understanding that the mind is naturally restless, you can stop blaming yourself for not being able to focus or be at peace all the time. Instead, focus on the process of learning to observe and detach, and with patience, you will notice that your mind becomes quieter and more manageable. 2. Protect your energy. Eliminating the drains of life. Our energy is a vital resource, yet many of us go through life unaware of the subtle energy drains around us. These drains can be external, like toxic people or stressful situations, or internal, such as negative thinking and unproductive habits. Energy drains often leave us feeling exhausted, anxious, or overwhelmed, and before we know it, we're mentally and physically depleted. Protecting your energy is a crucial practice for maintaining inner peace. One of the first steps is to identify what drains your energy. For example, do you find yourself feeling drained after spending time with certain individuals who constantly complain or create drama? Are there environments or situations that leave you feeling tense or anxious? Recognizing these sources of energy depletion is the first step toward creating boundaries that protect your peace. Buddhism teaches the importance of establishing boundaries, both mentally and physically, to conserve our energy. In practice, this might mean saying no more often, setting aside time for self-care, or creating physical spaces where you can relax without distractions. For example, if you find that social media is draining you, consider limiting your time on these platforms or setting aside specific periods in the day for social engagement. Likewise, it may involve spending time with people who uplift you and make you feel energized rather than drained. Protecting your energy involves taking proactive steps to recharge. Make time for practices that nourish your body and mind, such as yoga, meditation, or simply spending time in nature. When we actively protect and recharge our energy, we create a solid foundation for inner peace. 3. Rewiring your brain. Breaking free from stressful thought patterns. Our thoughts are incredibly powerful. They shape our reality, influence our emotions, and even affect our physical well-being. Often we find ourselves trapped in stressful thought patterns that reinforce anxiety, fear, or negativity. These patterns become ingrained in our neural pathways, creating a kind of mental autopilot where we react to situations in the same way over and over. The good news is that with mindfulness and intentional practice, we can rewire our brains and break free from these harmful cycles. The first step is to become aware of your thought patterns. Take a moment to notice how you respond to stress. Do you immediately spiral into negative thinking, imagining worst-case scenarios? Are you prone to self-criticism or worry? These patterns may be automatic, but they can be disrupted. Buddhism teaches us that suffering arises from attachment to our thoughts and emotions. When we attach ourselves to a specific thought, we often continue to dwell on it, which only intensifies our feelings of anxiety or stress. By practicing mindfulness, we learn to create a space between ourselves and our thoughts. We don't react immediately, we simply observe. When we detach from our thoughts, they lose their power over us. One powerful method for breaking free from stressful thoughts is to practice noting. This is a technique where, as thoughts arise, you mentally note what the thought is, such as thinking or worrying. This simple acknowledgement helps to detach from the thought itself. By bringing awareness to the thought without engaging with it, you can break the cycle of stress and prevent the negative thought from spiraling out of control. The power of acceptance. Letting go to find true peace. Acceptance is one of the most transformative practices in Buddhism, yet it can also be one of the most challenging. We live in a world that constantly pushes us to strive for more success, more possessions, more control. But true peace comes not from trying to control everything around us, but from accepting life as it is. Acceptance doesn't mean resigning yourself to a life of passivity or tolerating unhealthy situations. It means recognizing that there are some things in life that are simply beyond your control. By accepting this, you free yourself from the struggle of constantly trying to change what cannot be changed. For example, if you find yourself facing a challenging situation, such as illness or loss, accepting the reality of the situation allows you to move through it with grace and peace. When we resist or deny what is happening, we create internal conflict and unnecessary suffering. But by accepting what is, we find space for healing and peace. Acceptance also applies to your emotions. Often we try to suppress or ignore uncomfortable emotions like sadness, anger, or frustration. But these emotions are part of being human. Instead of fighting them, accept them as they are. Acknowledge your feelings and allow yourself to experience them fully. This practice of acceptance is essential in letting go of emotional tension and cultivating peace within. 5. Stillness in the storm. Finding calm amidst chaos. Life, as we know it, is often unpredictable and filled with moments of chaos and uncertainty. It could be personal challenges like relationship issues, health concerns, or work pressures, or it could be larger global events that leave us feeling out of control and overwhelmed. In such moments, the world can feel like a whirlwind of stress, confusion, and tension. And in these situations, the idea of finding peace or calm can seem almost impossible. But the key to true peace, according to Buddhism, is not about escaping the storm of life, but about learning how to find stillness within the storm. What this means is that while external circumstances are always shifting and can feel turbulent, the real source of peace doesn't lie in changing those circumstances. It lies within us. The world around us will continue to change, and it will always have elements that feel chaotic. However, we have the incredible ability to cultivate a deep sense of inner stillness, no matter what's happening around us. This is a vital lesson from Buddhism. Peace comes from our response to external events, not from controlling or avoiding them. One of the most powerful practices for achieving this inner calm is meditation. Meditation helps us connect with the present moment and quiet the constant noise in our minds. By sitting quietly and focusing on your breath, you bring your awareness back to your body and the now. No matter how much external noise or stress you're facing, meditation allows you to return to a quiet inner space. You can close your eyes and take slow, deep breaths, feeling the air enter and leave your body. Even if you're sitting in the midst of a busy room or loud environment, this focused attention on your breathing acts like an anchor, drawing you back to your center and helping you feel grounded. Another simple but highly effective technique is mindful breathing. This practice is particularly useful when you're feeling overwhelmed and the chaos around you feels unbearable. In these moments, take a step back, physically if you can, and breathe deeply and slowly. Inhale through your nose, hold for a few seconds, and exhale gently through your mouth. As you focus on each breath, let go of the stress or anxiety you're holding onto. Feel your body relax and your mind become quieter. This act of mindful breathing, even for just a few minutes, can bring you a sense of calm that is not influenced by what is happening around you. It becomes a kind of shield, a peaceful refuge amidst the storm. Beyond meditation and breathing, the practice of mindfulness is another invaluable tool for finding stillness when everything around you feels chaotic. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present in whatever you are doing, whether it's taking a walk, washing dishes, or sitting in a meeting. It's about focusing all of your attention on the task at hand, rather than getting lost in the swirl of thoughts or worries that might arise. In times of stress or turmoil, mindfulness helps you stay anchored in the moment. You learn to observe your emotions and thoughts without judgment or reaction. For example, if you're feeling anxious or overwhelmed, mindfulness allows you to notice these feelings without allowing them to control you. You can acknowledge them, "I'm feeling stressed," but without becoming consumed by them. When we approach moments of chaos with mindfulness, we stop the automatic reaction of trying to fix, control, or escape from the situation. Instead, we accept it as it is, allowing us to respond with a calm and clear mind. An essential part of staying calm in chaotic situations is learning to let go of the need to control everything. Often, the anxiety we experience comes from a desire to control the uncontrollable, whether it's other people's actions, outcomes, or events that we can't change. Buddhism teaches us that accepting the impermanence of life is key to finding peace. When we stop fighting against the natural flow of life and release our attachment to control, we free ourselves from unnecessary suffering. We can then face challenges with clarity and a sense of peace, knowing that we can't change everything, but we can choose how we respond. Incorporating these practices of meditation, mindful breathing, and mindfulness into our daily lives allows us to remain peaceful even during the most turbulent moments. It empowers us to stay calm in the face of external chaos, cultivating inner stillness that no external event can disrupt. By remembering that peace doesn't come from avoiding the storm, but from finding tranquility within it, we can navigate life's challenges with greater ease and clarity. 6. Designing your sanctuary, creating an environment for peace. Our environment has a powerful impact on our emotional, mental, and physical well-being. Often, we underestimate how much our surroundings influence our mood, stress levels, and overall sense of peace. The spaces we inhabit, whether our home, workspace, or even the places we spend time in throughout the day, can either contribute to our sense of tranquility or add to our feelings of overwhelm and anxiety. This is why creating an environment that supports inner peace is an essential practice in Buddhism, and it's something we can all do to foster calmness in our lives. A key principle in Buddhism is simplicity. The idea is that when our surroundings are cluttered, whether physically or mentally, our minds are also cluttered. It becomes much harder to focus, relax, or feel a sense of peace when we're surrounded by disorganization and chaos. When our living spaces are full of distractions, clutter, or excess items, we're constantly reminded of things left undone or things that don't serve us anymore. This not only increases mental fatigue, but also creates an environment that disrupts our ability to feel at ease. To begin designing your sanctuary, start with decluttering your space. Begin by going through your living areas, one room at a time, and assess what items truly add value or joy to your life. If something doesn't bring you happiness or serve a useful purpose, it might be time to let it go. This process of decluttering doesn't just create more physical space, it also creates mental space. When you're no longer surrounded by physical reminders of things undone or unnecessary, your mind can settle more easily. In addition to decluttering, consider how your environment affects your senses. For instance, the colors in your space can have a profound effect on your mood. Light, calm, and neutral colors like soft blues, greens, and earth tones often evoke feelings of peace and relaxation. On the other hand, overly bright or intense colors can stimulate the mind, making it harder to feel calm. Choose colors for your space that inspire a sense of tranquility and avoid ones that contribute to stress or restlessness. Think about the importance of natural elements in your environment. Nature is a powerful source of peace and grounding, and bringing elements of nature into your home can help you reconnect with a sense of calm. Whether it's through houseplants, natural wood furniture, or the sound of flowing water, incorporating nature into your surroundings can help soothe the mind and promote inner peace. Even something as simple as placing a potted plant on your desk or in your living room can create a peaceful atmosphere that fosters relaxation and tranquility. Another aspect of creating a peaceful environment is lighting. Natural light is known to improve mood and boost feelings of calm. If possible, allow natural light into your space by opening windows or rearranging furniture to take advantage of sunlight. If natural light is limited, consider adding soft, warm lighting such as lamps or candles. Harsh, artificial lighting can create tension and disrupt the calming atmosphere, while softer light promotes a relaxed state of mind. Sound also plays a crucial role in your environment. In our noisy, fast-paced world, it can be difficult to find peace when surrounded by constant noise. If possible, find ways to reduce unwanted noise by using soundproofing techniques, playing calming music, or incorporating soothing sounds like nature recordings, rain, ocean waves, wind. A calm, quiet environment can allow the mind to rest and create a peaceful sanctuary where you can unwind and reflect. Consider the role of intentional spaces within your home or workspace. Think about carving out a specific area designed for relaxation, meditation, or simply unwinding after a busy day. It doesn't need to be a large space. It could be a cozy corner with a chair, a small cushion, or a meditation mat. Fill this space with items that inspire peace, perhaps a candle, a favorite book, or meaningful objects that bring you comfort. The more you dedicate certain areas to calm and reflection, the easier it will become to find peace when you enter them. Creating an environment of peace isn't just about the physical aspects of a room. It's also about the energy that flows through it. You can enhance this energy by keeping your space tidy, avoiding distractions, and making it a place where you feel truly at ease. The intention behind your environment matters just as much as its appearance. When you design your space with peace in mind, you create a place where you can recharge, reflect, and cultivate tranquility. 7. Healing from the past. Letting go to embrace peace. Our past experiences, whether they are joyful or painful, have a profound impact on the way we navigate the present. Often, we carry the emotional weight of past events, particularly unresolved pain, regrets, or traumatic experiences. This can leave us feeling burdened, anxious, or unable to move forward in life. We may replay painful memories in our minds, or we may carry guilt, anger, or fear from past relationships, choices, or situations. In these moments, it may seem as though our past is controlling us, preventing us from experiencing peace in the present. However, healing from the past is a vital step in reclaiming inner peace, and Buddhism offers profound wisdom on how to let go and embrace the peace that is available to us right now. Healing begins with acknowledgement. To heal, we must first recognize that we are carrying the weight of the past. Denying or suppressing painful emotions only allows them to fester beneath the surface. Instead, Buddhism teaches us to face our feelings with awareness and compassion. Whether it's grief from a loss, anger from a conflict, or regret from a past decision, acknowledging our emotions without judgment is the first step toward releasing them. We don't need to shy away from the discomfort. In fact, we must fully experience these emotions in order to release them. This practice is known as mindfulness, and it involves being fully present with whatever emotions arise, without trying to avoid or suppress them. When painful feelings come up, instead of pushing them away or distracting ourselves, we sit with them. We observe them as they are, without attaching labels or judgments. By doing this, we create a safe space where we can process the emotion and allow it to pass through us. This is particularly true for feelings like grief, anger, or sorrow, which often need to be felt in order to be released. The act of letting go is not about forgetting or pretending that past experiences didn't happen. It's about releasing the hold that these past events have on our present selves. One of the most powerful Buddhist teachings is that everything is impermanent. Our thoughts, emotions, and even our circumstances are always changing. Just as the seasons change, so too do our feelings, experiences, and personal stories. Understanding this impermanence allows us to see that our past does not define us. It is simply a chapter in the larger story of our lives. Letting go doesn't mean we erase the past. It means we stop allowing the past to control us. We stop allowing old wounds to dictate our emotions, thoughts, and reactions in the present. Instead of allowing past events to keep us in a state of perpetual grief or anger, we choose to embrace the present moment with clarity, peace, and wisdom. This act of letting go is incredibly freeing, as it allows us to live more fully in the now without the heavy burden of past regrets or emotional baggage. One powerful method to facilitate this process of letting go is through forgiveness. Buddhism teaches that forgiveness is a key to healing, both for ourselves and for others. Forgiving those who have hurt us does not mean condoning their actions, nor does it mean that we have to maintain a relationship with them. Instead, forgiveness is about releasing the emotional hold that resentment or anger has on us. Holding on to grudges only poisons our own peace, so letting go of resentment allows us to move forward with a lighter heart. Equally important is the practice of self-forgiveness. Often we are our own harshest critics. holding on to guilt or regret for mistakes we've made in the past. But self-forgiveness is essential for healing. Just as we would forgive a loved one, we must also extend that same compassion to ourselves, acknowledging our mistakes, learning from them, and then letting go of self-blame allows us to move forward with grace, knowing that we are not defined by our past actions. Buddhism encourages us to show ourselves the same love and understanding that we would show others in times of suffering. A key practice in healing from the past is meditation. Meditation helps us cultivate the space needed to reflect on the past with compassion and clarity. During meditation, you can sit quietly and bring to mind the painful experiences or emotions you wish to release. As you breathe deeply and mindfully, envision yourself letting go of these burdens. Imagine them dissolving into the air, or visualize yourself gently setting them down like a heavy stone you no longer need to carry. This process of releasing through meditation is incredibly powerful and can create profound shifts in your emotional state. Another important tool for healing is journaling. Writing about your feelings, experiences, and reflections allows you to release pent-up emotions and gain a deeper understanding of what you've been through. It's also a way to honor your past and the lessons it has taught you. Through journaling, you can externalize the pain, process it, and gain a sense of closure. By putting your thoughts on paper, you also create space for new thoughts and experiences to emerge, making room for healing and growth. The journey to inner peace begins with understanding and mastering the mind, protecting our energy, breaking free from stress, accepting life as it is, finding calm amidst chaos, creating peaceful environments, healing from the past, and practicing gratitude. Each of these practices helps us cultivate the peace we seek. Remember, peace is not a destination, but a journey that begins from within. By incorporating these Buddhist teachings and practices into your life, you can unlock the calm and tranquility that lies deep within you. Thank you for joining us today. If you found value in this video, please like, share, and subscribe to your channel name. We look forward to helping you on your path to inner peace and spiritual growth. Have you ever felt like life is pulling you in 100 different directions, leaving you overwhelmed and out of control? Do you wish you could find a way to stay centered and calm, no matter what chaos surrounds you? Imagine a life where you are the master of your thoughts, your time, and your actions. A life where you can face any challenge with unwavering confidence. In Buddhism, self-mastery is the key to unlocking this inner power. Today, we're diving into 10 transformative Buddhist lessons that will help you take control of your life and become the person you were meant to be. Are you ready to master yourself and live with purpose and peace? Let's get started. 1. Be a master of yourself. As the Buddha once said, it is better to conquer yourself than to win 1,000 battles. This means that mastering your own mind and emotions is more valuable than any external victory. Self-mastery starts with realizing that you are in control of your thoughts, emotions, and actions. It involves taking full responsibility for how you react to situations and not letting impulses or desires dictate your behavior. Instead of being controlled by fleeting emotions like anger, fear, or envy, you learn to observe them without judgment and respond thoughtfully. For example, when you feel anger rising, take a moment to breathe deeply and understand why you're feeling this way. Is it truly worth reacting, or is it an opportunity to practice patience? Self-mastery also means making conscious choices that align with your values and long-term goals. This requires discipline and constant self-reflection. By observing your habits and choosing responses that promote peace and clarity, you gradually build inner strength. Over time, this practice leads to a balanced state of mind, where you can face life's challenges calmly and wisely, embodying true self-control. 2. Protect your time. The trouble is, you think you have time, the Buddha warned. Time is our most valuable resource, yet it's easy to overlook how we spend it. Protecting your time means being mindful of how you allocate it and recognizing that every moment is precious. In the pursuit of self-mastery, it's crucial to prioritize activities that align with your values and long-term goals. This involves setting boundaries and learning to say no to distractions or commitments that don't serve your personal growth. For instance, if you find yourself constantly saying yes to things out of obligation, consider whether these activities truly add value to your life. By consciously protecting your time, you create space for what truly matters. This might mean dedicating more time to self-care, meditation, learning, or activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. Avoid getting caught up in meaningless tasks that drain your energy. Instead, focus on quality over quantity. When you learn to value and guard your time, you become more intentional with your actions, making each moment count toward a life of balance, purpose, and inner peace. 3. Seek challenges. The mind is everything. What you think you become, said the Buddha. This teaching reminds us that growth and self-mastery often come from stepping out of our comfort zones and facing challenges head-on. Seeking challenges isn't about making life harder. It's about recognizing that obstacles are opportunities for personal development. When you confront difficulties, you push beyond your perceived limits, building resilience, confidence, and a deeper understanding of yourself. Challenges test your patience, strength, and determination. For example, taking on a new skill or a difficult task might feel intimidating at first, but it encourages you to grow and learn. The process teaches you to embrace failure as part of success. Each challenge you face becomes a lesson, showing you what you're capable of and revealing areas where you can improve. By tackling these obstacles, you gain not only practical skills, but also mental and emotional fortitude. Remember, the path to self-mastery is not about avoiding difficulties, but about embracing them as a natural part of life. When you seek challenges instead of shying away from them, you transform fear into courage and doubt into confidence. This approach helps you to evolve, becoming a stronger and more resilient version of yourself, ready to face whatever life brings. 4. Choose your influences wisely. An insincere and evil friend is more to be feared than a wild beast. A wild beast may wound your body, but an evil friend will wound your mind, the Buddha warned. This teaching highlights the profound impact that people and environments have on your path to self-mastery. Your surroundings and the people you interact with can either uplift you or drain your energy. It's essential to be mindful of the influences you allow into your life, as they can shape your thoughts, behaviors, and ultimately your destiny. Choosing your influences wisely means surrounding yourself with individuals who support your growth and align with your values. Seek out those who inspire, challenge, and encourage you to become a better version of yourself. Conversely, let go of relationships that bring negativity, drama, or stress into your life. This doesn't mean you need to cut ties harshly. It simply means prioritizing your mental and emotional well-being by setting boundaries. Consider the impact of your environment. Spend time in places that bring you peace, whether it's nature, a quiet room for meditation, or a space where you can focus on your goals. When you fill your life with positive influences, you create a supportive atmosphere that nurtures your journey toward self-mastery, helping you maintain clarity, motivation, and inner strength. 5. Say yes to what matters. Your work is to discover your world, and then with all your heart give yourself to it, said the Buddha. In a world full of distractions, it's easy to get caught up in activities that don't align with your true purpose. Self-mastery requires you to focus on what truly matters by saying yes to things that contribute to your growth, happiness, and well-being. This means identifying your core values and priorities and then committing to them wholeheartedly. When you say yes to what matters, you channel your energy and time into actions that enrich your life and lead to fulfillment. Learning to say yes to the right things often involves learning to say no to the wrong ones. This can be challenging, especially when it comes to obligations, social pressures, or activities that may feel important but don't align with your goals. For example, you might feel pressured to attend every social event or take on extra tasks at work. However, by carefully choosing where to invest your time and energy, you create space for the things that genuinely matter, like personal growth, relationships, or passions. Saying yes to what matters also involves being present in those moments. When you commit to something, give it your full attention and effort. Avoid multitasking or spreading yourself too thin. By focusing on what truly resonates with your core values, you cultivate a life filled with purpose and joy. This clarity not only enhances your sense of self-mastery, but also brings a deeper sense of peace, knowing that your actions are aligned with your true path. 6. Commit to lifelong learning and self-improvement. Just as a candle cannot burn without fire, men cannot live without a spiritual life, the Buddha taught. This emphasizes the importance of continual growth and the pursuit of wisdom. Self-mastery is not a one-time achievement, but a lifelong journey of learning and self-improvement. To truly master yourself, you must remain curious, open-minded, and committed to evolving as a person. This involves seeking knowledge, embracing new experiences, and learning from both successes and failures. Lifelong learning means actively pursuing opportunities to expand your mind and skills. This could be through formal education, reading books, engaging in meaningful conversations, or even through meditation and self-reflection. Every experience, good or bad, offers a lesson. For example, mistakes are not failures, but valuable opportunities for growth. When you approach life with a learner's mindset, you become more adaptable, resilient, and wise. Self-improvement also involves working on your inner world, your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. Engage in practices like meditation, mindfulness, and self-reflection to deepen your understanding of yourself. This inner work helps you identify areas where you can grow, whether it's managing your emotions better, improving relationships, or cultivating inner peace. By committing to lifelong learning and self-improvement, you continually refine yourself, moving closer to the person you aspire to be. This journey fosters self-mastery, enabling you to live a more meaningful and fulfilling life. 7. Embrace continuous learning. The only real failure in life is not to be true to the best one knows, said the Buddha. This highlights the importance of embracing continuous learning as a path to living authentically and fully. Unlike formal education, continuous learning is about being open to growth in every moment of life. It means seeing every experience, whether success or setback, as an opportunity to learn and evolve. When you commit to this mindset, you become more adaptable, insightful, and resilient. Embracing continuous learning involves a deep level of self-awareness. It's about paying attention to your daily experiences and reflecting on them. For example, if you face a challenging situation at work or in a relationship, instead of getting discouraged, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow from this experience? This approach turns every moment into a lesson, helping you understand your strengths, identify areas for improvement, and refine your responses to life's challenges. Continuous learning also involves seeking new knowledge and skills that enhance your personal growth. Whether it's learning a new language, picking up a new hobby, or studying a new philosophy, each endeavor broadens your perspective and enriches your life. This proactive approach to learning keeps your mind active and sharp. It prevents stagnation and encourages you to strive for your best self every day. By embracing continuous learning, you nurture an ever-growing awareness that is essential for self-mastery, allowing you to navigate life's complexities with wisdom and grace. 8. Practice daily. Gratitude and mindfulness. Do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment, the Buddha advised. This teaching encapsulates the essence of gratitude and mindfulness, two powerful practices that can profoundly transform your life and aid in self-mastery. Practicing daily gratitude and mindfulness helps you stay grounded in the present, allowing you to appreciate the richness of life as it unfolds and fostering a deeper sense of inner peace. Gratitude is the practice of recognizing and appreciating the good in your life, no matter how small. It shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, cultivating a mindset of abundance rather than scarcity. When you take time each day to reflect on what you're grateful for, be it the warmth of the sun, the support of loved ones, or the simple act of breathing, you create a positive mental environment. This mindset can change how you perceive challenges, helping you to view difficulties as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles. Gratitude also encourages humility and reminds you of the interconnectedness of life, fostering a sense of contentment that is essential for self-mastery. Mindfulness, on the other hand, involves paying full attention to the present moment without judgment. It's about being aware of your thoughts, feelings, and surroundings as they are, not as you wish them to be. This practice helps you become more conscious of your habitual reactions, enabling you to respond to situations with clarity rather than being driven by automatic, often negative, patterns. For example, if you notice feelings of anger or anxiety arising, mindfulness allows you to observe these emotions without getting caught up in them. You can then choose a response that aligns with your values rather than reacting impulsively. When combined, gratitude and mindfulness create a powerful synergy. Mindfulness brings you into the present moment, while gratitude helps you find joy and meaning within it. By practicing these daily, you cultivate a resilient mindset that can withstand life's ups and downs. For instance, during difficult times, mindfulness helps you stay grounded and observe your feelings, while gratitude reminds you of the positives that still exist in your life. Together, they help you maintain emotional balance, making it easier to navigate challenges without losing your inner peace. Incorporating these practices into your daily routine doesn't require much time. You can start your day with a simple gratitude exercise, such as writing down 3 things you're thankful for. Throughout the day, practice mindfulness by taking a few moments to breathe deeply and focus on your current experience, whether you're eating, walking, or simply sitting. As these practices become a habit, you'll find that they significantly enhance your ability to remain calm, centered, and resilient. By nurturing a mindset of gratitude and mindfulness, you strengthen your capacity for self-mastery, enabling you to live with greater purpose and joy. 9. Develop resilience through acceptance of suffering. Pain is certain, suffering is optional, said the Buddha. This profound insight lies at the heart of Buddhist teachings on suffering and resilience. In life, pain is an inevitable experience, whether it's physical pain, emotional distress, or mental turmoil. However, the suffering that often follows pain is a result of our resistance to it. Developing resilience through the acceptance of suffering is a powerful way to achieve self-mastery. It involves understanding that while you cannot always control what happens to you, you can control how you respond to it. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from difficulties and adapt to challenging situations. However, it's not about becoming numb or ignoring pain. Rather, it's about facing life's hardships with courage, acknowledging them, and allowing yourself to experience them fully without letting them dominate your existence. The first step towards building resilience is accepting that suffering is a natural part of life. Everyone experiences loss, failure, disappointment, and hardship. By accepting this reality, you free yourself from the additional layer of suffering that comes from wishing things were different than they are. Acceptance does not mean resignation or passivity. It's about recognizing the reality of your situation and responding to it wisely. For example, when you face a setback or loss, instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" try reframing it to, "What can I learn from this experience?" This shift in perspective transforms the situation from a source of suffering into an opportunity for growth. Through this lens, even the most challenging experiences become valuable lessons that contribute to your personal development. They teach you patience, humility, and the strength to endure. Another key aspect of developing resilience is cultivating the inner strength to endure discomfort without being overwhelmed by it. Meditation and mindfulness practices can play a vital role in this process. Through meditation, you learn to observe your thoughts and feelings without being swept away by them. When pain or distress arises, mindfulness teaches you to sit with these emotions, to acknowledge them without judgment, and to let them pass through you. This practice helps you build emotional resilience as you realize that emotions are temporary and do not define you. Over time, you become less reactive and more capable of facing life's ups and downs with equanimity. Resilience is also about recognizing that you have the power to choose your response to suffering. Life may throw unexpected challenges your way, but you have the agency to decide how you will face them. This choice is empowering. It means that even in the midst of pain, you can find a sense of control and purpose. For instance, if you experience a personal loss, you can choose to honor your emotions and grieve, but you can also choose to channel that experience into something meaningful, like personal growth, helping others, or creating something positive out of the struggle. Building resilience through the acceptance of suffering also involves self-compassion. Be kind to yourself when you are going through difficult times. Recognize that it's okay to feel hurt, angry, or sad. Allow yourself to process these emotions without self-judgment. Self-compassion nurtures your inner strength, reminding you that you deserve patience and care just as much as anyone else. When you treat yourself with kindness in moments of suffering, you foster a deeper sense of inner security, which is crucial for resilience. Remember that suffering can connect you to others. Everyone experiences pain and hardship, and this shared human experience can be a source of compassion and understanding. By acknowledging your own suffering, you become more empathetic towards others, recognizing that you are not alone in your struggles. This interconnectedness can be a profound source of strength, helping you to cultivate a resilient mindset. When you accept suffering as part of the human journey, you open your heart to yourself and others, creating a foundation for enduring peace and inner strength. In embracing the inevitability of suffering and developing resilience through this acceptance, you cultivate a deep inner strength. You learn that while you cannot control life's circumstances, you can control your responses to them. This understanding is at the core of self-mastery, living with a resilient heart, open to life's experiences without being defeated by them. By practicing acceptance and resilience, you transform suffering into a catalyst for personal growth, leading to a life of greater peace, wisdom, and inner freedom. 10. Live in harmony with your core values and principles. The Buddha wisely said, "Peace comes from within, do not seek it without." This teaching emphasizes that true peace and self-mastery arise from living in alignment with your deepest values and principles. To master yourself, you must first understand what truly matters to you, your core beliefs, values, and the guiding principles that shape your life. Living in harmony with these inner truths creates a sense of integrity and fulfillment that external achievements or material possessions can never provide. Living in harmony with your core values requires introspection and honesty. Take time to reflect on what you believe in and what you stand for. What are the principles that guide your decisions and actions? Perhaps you value honesty, kindness, compassion, or self-discipline. Once you have clarity on your core values, the next step is to evaluate whether your daily actions align with them. This can be a challenging process, as it may reveal areas of your life where you are not living authentically. However, this awareness is crucial for self-mastery, as it allows you to make conscious changes that bring you closer to living your truth. When your actions align with your values, you experience a deep sense of inner peace and satisfaction. For example, if you value compassion, making time to help others or act kindly, even in small ways, reinforces this value and brings a sense of fulfillment. On the other hand, when you act in ways that contradict your values, such as speaking harshly when you value kindness, it creates inner conflict and unease. This dissonance can lead to stress, anxiety, and a feeling of being out of sync with yourself. Living in harmony with your principles eliminates this internal struggle, creating a state of inner coherence and strength. Living by your core values also means making difficult choices. There will be times when you have to stand up for what you believe in, even if it means going against the grain or facing discomfort. For instance, you may need to say no to a tempting opportunity that conflicts with your principles, or you might need to confront a situation where integrity is at stake. These moments require courage and self-discipline, but they are essential for cultivating self-mastery. Each time you choose to act in alignment with your values, you strengthen your sense of self and build a life that reflects your true essence. Living in harmony with your values involves consistency. It's not enough to act according to your principles occasionally. Self-mastery requires a commitment to embodying these values in all aspects of your life. This means being mindful of how you treat others, how you spend your time, and even how you speak to yourself. Consistency in living your values creates a solid foundation for your character, making you more resilient in the face of life's challenges. When your values guide your actions, you become a source of strength and stability, both for yourself and those around you. Living in harmony with your core values also leads to a life of greater authenticity. You no longer feel the need to conform to external expectations or societal pressures because you are grounded in what truly matters to you. This authenticity frees you from the constant need for approval or validation from others. You become comfortable in your own skin, knowing that you are living a life that is true to who you are. This state of being is liberating and empowering, allowing you to move through the world with confidence and purpose. Living in alignment with your values fosters a sense of purpose. When you base your actions on what you genuinely believe in, you create a life that is meaningful and fulfilling. Every decision, every step you take, becomes a reflection of your inner truth. This sense of purpose provides direction and motivation, helping you navigate through life's complexities with clarity and focus. When challenges arise, your values serve as a compass, guiding you toward choices that resonate with your authentic self. Living in harmony with your core values and principles is the foundation of self-mastery. It creates a life of coherence, where your thoughts, words, and actions are in sync. This harmony brings a profound sense of peace and contentment as you are no longer torn between conflicting desires or external influences. You become the master of your own life, capable of facing challenges with grace and navigating your path with unwavering integrity. By embodying your values consistently, you not only master yourself, but also inspire others to live authentically, creating a ripple effect of positive change in the world around you. Mastering yourself is a lifelong journey, but with each step, you come closer to living a life of peace, purpose, and fulfillment. By applying these Buddhist teachings, you can cultivate a deep sense of inner control and resilience. Remember, the journey to self-mastery starts with a single step. If you found these lessons valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights on living a mindful and empowered life. Until next time, continue your journey to mastering yourself. Do you feel like your life is trapped in an endless cycle, treading the same paths over and over again? Are your grand ambitions buried under the weight of pressure, chaos, and forces beyond your control? As 2025 unfolds before us, now is the perfect time to pause and ask yourself, how can you break free from this cycle and take charge of your future? Today, we're going to explore 10 powerful rules inspired by Buddhist teachings that will help you transform your life, eliminate the barriers holding you back, and unlock the success and peace you've been searching for. Stay with me, because this is the year you begin your true transformation. 1. Take charge of your life. In Buddhism, a core teaching is that we are responsible for our own actions, thoughts, and emotions. This means that instead of blaming others or circumstances for where we are, we acknowledge that we have control over how we respond to life. To begin transforming your life, the first step is to take full responsibility for your present situation. Reflect on where you are right now without judgment, and recognize that it's okay to be at any stage. By accepting your current reality, you empower yourself to take the next steps forward. Remember, every choice you make has the potential to shape your future, and this power lies entirely in your hands. When you accept this responsibility, you begin to move from a passive role to an active one, where you can actively design the life you want based on your values and aspirations. This approach leads to a deeper sense of self-awareness, confidence, and the realization that you have the ability to create meaningful change in your life. Taking charge of your life means no longer waiting for things to happen, but making them happen. It's about recognizing that even small changes made consistently lead to major transformations over time. Your future is not defined by your past. It is defined by the decisions you make today. 2. Write down your goals. In Buddhism, clarity and intention are essential for progress. One of the most powerful ways to transform your life is by setting clear goals. Writing down your goals not only gives you a sense of direction, but also helps you focus your energy on what truly matters. When you put your thoughts on paper, you externalize your dreams and make them more tangible. This simple act of writing helps you take your aspirations out of your mind and into reality. It also serves as a reminder of what you're working toward, keeping you motivated and grounded. The act of writing goals allows you to break them down into smaller, achievable steps. Buddhism teaches us that small, consistent actions lead to greater results, and having written goals gives you a clear roadmap to follow. Each goal can be a stepping stone, helping you stay focused on the bigger picture. Revisit your goals regularly to track your progress and make adjustments as needed. Writing your goals also connects you to your deeper values. By reflecting on what's truly important to you, you can set goals that align with your inner purpose and vision for your life. In 2025, make it a habit to write down your goals and revisit them often, as this practice will help you stay on track and continually evolve toward the person you want to become. 3. Build unbreakable discipline. Discipline is the backbone of transformation, both in Buddhism and in personal development. Buddhism teaches us that to live a meaningful life, we must cultivate self-control, consistency, and dedication. Without discipline, even the best intentions and goals can fall by the wayside. Building unbreakable discipline means creating habits that support your growth, even when motivation fades. It's about committing to your practices, whether it's meditation, exercise, or learning, no matter how you feel on any given day. To build discipline, start small and gradually increase your commitment. Begin by setting clear, achievable goals for yourself each day. These can be as simple as committing to meditate for 10 minutes in the morning, or dedicating a set time for reading or working on your personal projects. Consistency is key. In Buddhism, the path to enlightenment isn't about doing something grand once, but about consistently walking the path each day. Similarly, your discipline will grow stronger as you practice consistently over time. Unbreakable discipline also involves self-compassion. If you slip up or fail, don't be too hard on yourself. Instead, see it as part of the learning process. Buddhism teaches us the importance of patience and forgiveness, both for others and ourselves. Building discipline is a journey, not a destination. So, in 2025, focus on strengthening your discipline every day by committing to small actions that lead to lasting change. 4. Eliminate toxic influences. In Buddhism, the concept of right association is key to personal growth. It teaches us that the people we surround ourselves with, the environments we spend time in, and even the media we consume have a significant impact on our well-being. To create a positive, transformative life in 2025, it's essential to eliminate toxic influences that drain your energy, hinder your growth, or disturb your peace of mind. Start by assessing your relationships. Are there people in your life who consistently bring negativity, stress, or emotional turmoil? It may be time to distance yourself from those who hold you back or drain your energy. Buddhism emphasizes the importance of surrounding yourself with people who uplift, inspire, and encourage your growth. Seek out relationships that promote understanding, kindness, and mutual respect. In addition to people, look at the environments and situations you put yourself in. Are you spending time in places that leave you feeling stressed or anxious? Are there activities or habits that don't align with your goals? Take a step back and evaluate how your surroundings impact your mental and emotional state. If something is toxic, whether it's a cluttered living space or a harmful routine, make the decision to change it. Eliminating toxic influences also means being mindful of the content you consume, including social media, news, and entertainment. Negative, fear-based, or overly competitive content can affect your mindset and peace. Replace it with content that inspires, educates, and nurtures your growth. By removing toxic influences, you create space for positivity, peace, and personal growth. Buddhism teaches us that our external world reflects our inner state, so when you clear out negativity from your life, you invite more clarity, focus, and joy into your daily experience. 5. Take risks and step out of your comfort zone. Buddhism teaches us that true growth happens when we step beyond our familiar boundaries and embrace the unknown. Staying in your comfort zone may feel safe, but it limits your potential and keeps you stuck in old habits. In 2025, one of the most powerful things you can do for your personal transformation is to take risks and venture into uncharted territory. Taking risks doesn't always mean dramatic or life-altering changes. It can be as simple as trying something new, starting a difficult conversation, or pursuing a goal that feels intimidating. Buddhism encourages us to embrace uncertainty and face challenges with courage, rather than avoiding them out of fear. By stepping out of your comfort zone, you expose yourself to new experiences that can teach valuable lessons and help you grow in ways you never imagined. When you take risks, you also begin to overcome fear, one of the biggest obstacles to change. Fear often arises from attachment to a specific outcome or desire for control. Buddhism teaches us to practice non-attachment, which means not letting fear dictate our decisions. Instead, trust that even if things don't go as planned, the experience will lead to valuable insights that support your growth. Taking risks helps you develop resilience and adaptability. Life is unpredictable, and by learning to embrace the unknown, you become more capable of navigating challenges with grace. So, in 2025, push yourself to take risks, step outside your comfort zone, and allow yourself to grow through each new experience. 6. Invest in yourself. In Buddhism, self-care and personal development are essential aspects of living a meaningful life. Investing in yourself is not only about material or external gains, but also about nurturing your mind, body, and spirit. When you invest in yourself, you prioritize your well-being, growth, and happiness, which ultimately allows you to contribute more positively to the world around you. Start by dedicating time and resources to practices that nourish you. Whether it's reading books, learning new skills, attending workshops, or taking courses, continuously expanding your knowledge and abilities is a form of self-investment. Buddhism emphasizes the importance of wisdom, and one of the best ways to gain wisdom is through education and self-reflection. The more you learn, the better equipped you are to navigate the challenges of life with clarity and confidence. Investing in yourself also means taking care of your physical health. In Buddhism, the body is viewed as a temple, and caring for it is vital for spiritual and emotional well-being. Prioritize exercise, eat nourishing foods, and get enough rest. When your body feels good, it becomes easier to focus, stay disciplined, and maintain the energy needed to work toward your goals. Emotional and mental well-being are just as important. Practice mindfulness, meditation, or journaling to stay connected to your inner self. Buddhism teaches us that inner peace comes from cultivating a balanced and centered mind. By taking the time to nurture your mental health, you strengthen your ability to respond to life with equanimity and grace. In 2025, make a commitment to invest in yourself, not just for material success, but for holistic growth. By putting effort into your personal development, you create a solid foundation for a more fulfilling and purposeful life. The more you invest in your own growth, the more you'll be able to give to others and make a positive impact on the world. 7. Manage your time wisely. Time is one of the most precious resources we have, and Buddhism teaches us the importance of being mindful of how we spend it. The concept of impermanence in Buddhism reminds us that every moment is fleeting, and once gone, it's gone forever. With this understanding, managing our time wisely becomes not only a practical necessity, but a spiritual practice as well. In 2025, learning to use your time effectively can be one of the most transformative actions you take. Start by recognizing that time is a reflection of your priorities. If you want to achieve something meaningful, you need to be intentional about where you place your focus and energy. It's easy to get caught up in distractions or to waste time on things that don't bring you closer to your goals. Buddhism teaches us that mindfulness is not just about being present in the moment, but also about being aware of where our attention is directed. So, to manage your time wisely, you need to become more conscious of your habits and make deliberate choices about how you spend your time. One of the best ways to manage time effectively is by creating a daily routine. A well-structured routine helps you prioritize important tasks while minimizing procrastination. When you plan your day around what truly matters, you'll find that your time is used more efficiently. Buddhism values routine as it promotes discipline and balance. By setting aside time for things like meditation, exercise, work, and self-care, you create space for each of your priorities without feeling overwhelmed. Another key principle in managing time wisely is learning to say no. Buddhism teaches us about the importance of non-attachment, and this includes not overcommitting to activities or obligations that don't align with your goals or values. It's important to recognize that your time and energy are limited, and sometimes the best way to show self-care is by declining requests or activities that drain you. By saying no to distractions or non-essential commitments, you make room for the things that truly matter, like personal growth, relationships, and self-reflection. Being mindful of time also means avoiding the trap of multitasking. Buddhism encourages us to focus on one thing at a time, fully engaging in whatever task is before us. Multitasking may seem productive, but it often leads to stress, burnout, and decreased quality of work. Instead, practice single tasking, where you give your full attention to one task before moving on to the next. This not only improves the quality of your work, but also helps you stay present and mindful in each moment. Finally, managing your time wisely involves reflection and adjustment. At the end of each day or week, take a moment to reflect on how you've spent your time. Are you moving closer to your goals? Are you making time for self-care and rest? Buddhism teaches us to regularly assess our actions and make adjustments when necessary. By reflecting on how you spend your time, you ensure that you are living intentionally and aligning your actions with your values. In 2025, embrace the power of time management as a tool for both personal and spiritual growth. By being mindful of how you use your time, you'll find that your days become more purposeful, your goals more attainable, and your overall well-being more balanced. Remember, time is a precious gift. Use it wisely, and it will reward you with lasting transformation. 8. Develop a growth mindset. In Buddhism, the concept of impermanence extends beyond external circumstances and applies to our minds and abilities as well. The idea that we can grow, evolve, and develop throughout our lives is central to Buddhist philosophy. Developing a growth mindset, believing that your abilities and intelligence can be developed with effort, perseverance, and learning, is a key principle for transformation in 2025. A growth mindset allows you to face challenges not with fear or doubt, but with the understanding that every obstacle is an opportunity to learn and improve. Start by shifting your focus from a fixed mindset, where you believe your abilities are static, to a growth mindset, where you embrace the idea that you can always improve. In Buddhism, this aligns with the belief that the mind is like a garden. If nurtured and cared for, it can grow into something beautiful. No matter where you start, you have the potential to change, develop, and cultivate new skills. Rather than being discouraged by setbacks, view them as part of the learning process. Every failure or difficulty offers valuable lessons that guide you closer to your true potential. To develop a growth mindset, begin by embracing challenges. The Buddha taught that life's difficulties are not to be avoided, but accepted as part of the human experience. By facing challenges head-on, you build resilience and increase your capacity to learn. This might involve stepping outside your comfort zone, trying something new, or tackling tasks that seem daunting. Instead of feeling defeated, remind yourself that each challenge is an opportunity to grow. just as a plant grows stronger when faced with the wind. Another key aspect of a growth mindset is the willingness to learn from others. Buddhism encourages us to be humble and open to wisdom from all sources, whether it's through teachers, books, or personal experiences. Seek out people who inspire you, and don't be afraid to ask questions or seek guidance. Surround yourself with those who encourage your growth, and be willing to listen and absorb the lessons they have to offer. In addition, make room for reflection. In Buddhism, self-awareness and mindfulness are crucial for understanding our thoughts and behaviors. Take time regularly to reflect on your progress and identify areas where you can grow. This self-reflection helps you become aware of limiting beliefs and patterns that may hold you back, allowing you to shift your mindset toward more constructive, growth-oriented thinking. The key to developing a growth mindset is also to be patient with yourself. Growth doesn't happen overnight, and transformation is a gradual process. Buddhism teaches us to practice patience and compassion, especially toward ourselves. Understand that setbacks and challenges are part of the journey, and every step forward, no matter how small, is a step toward progress. In 2025, cultivate a growth mindset by embracing challenges, learning from others, and practicing patience. As you grow in this mindset, you will find that not only are you more capable of achieving your goals, but you also develop a deeper understanding of yourself and your potential. With a growth mindset, the possibilities for your life are endless. 9. Stay consistent and patient. One of the most powerful teachings in Buddhism is the idea of patience. Patience with ourselves, with others, and with life's natural rhythms. Transformation is not an event, but a process that requires consistency, steady effort, and trust in the journey. In Buddhism, the path to enlightenment is not instantaneous. It's built over time through consistent practice, reflection, and growth. This principle applies to every area of life, including personal development. If you want to transform your life in 2025, consistency and patience will be your greatest allies. Consistency is the foundation for lasting change. Whether you're working on a new habit, learning a new skill, or pursuing a long-term goal, success doesn't come from doing something extraordinary once. It comes from doing the ordinary things day in and day out. Buddhism emphasizes the power of small, consistent actions. The Buddha taught that even the most massive tree starts as a tiny seed, and through consistent care and time, it grows into something mighty. Similarly, every small step you take towards your goal, whether it's meditating for 10 minutes a day, writing a few lines of your book, or exercising for 20 minutes, contributes to the greater transformation you desire. To stay consistent, create routines that support your goals. This doesn't mean rigidly following a schedule, but rather developing practices that help you stay on track without feeling overwhelmed. In Buddhism, mindfulness is about staying present and focused on the task at hand without getting lost in distractions. Whether it's your work, personal growth, or relationships, being mindful of how you spend your time and energy helps you stay committed to your path. Consistency is also about building habits which allow your goals to become second nature. The more you practice something, the easier it becomes to continue, even on days when motivation is low. But consistency alone is not enough. Patience is equally essential. Transformation doesn't happen overnight. Often the changes we seek will take months or even years to manifest fully. This is where patience comes in. Buddhism teaches that everything has its natural course and timing. Just as a plant doesn't grow from seed to full bloom in a single day, neither will your personal growth happen in an instant. Trust the process and be gentle with yourself as you move toward your goals. Allow yourself the grace to fail, to rest, and to start over when necessary. It's easy to become discouraged when results don't show up as quickly as we hope, but remember that growth is often slow and unseen at first. Buddha spoke of the gradual path to awakening, and this applies to all forms of growth. Sometimes, even when we don't see immediate results, the small actions we are taking are building a strong foundation for future success. Patience teaches you to trust that progress is happening, even when it feels invisible. A key aspect of staying patient is learning to enjoy the process, not just the outcome. In Buddhism, this is known as right effort, which emphasizes the importance of finding joy in the work itself, rather than fixating only on the end result. When you learn to enjoy the journey of growth, consistency becomes easier because it's not just about achieving a goal, it's about the fulfillment you find in the practice. Whether it's the mindfulness you gain from meditation or the sense of accomplishment from learning something new, the journey becomes its own reward. To stay patient and consistent in 2025, remember that transformation is a lifelong journey. Be kind to yourself during the times when progress seems slow and celebrate the small wins along the way. Trust in the process and know that every effort, no matter how small, is contributing to your ultimate transformation. Just like the lotus that grows through the mud, your consistent, patient efforts will lead you to a life of beauty, peace, and fulfillment. 10. Practice daily. Gratitude. Gratitude is a transformative practice that can have a profound impact on your life, both mentally and spiritually. In Buddhism, the concept of gratitude is deeply intertwined with the teachings on mindfulness and contentment. By recognizing the blessings, big and small, in our lives, we shift our focus from what's lacking to what's already abundant. Practicing gratitude daily can help you cultivate a deeper sense of peace, joy, and fulfillment, making it an essential practice for life transformation in 2025. Start by developing a gratitude practice that fits into your daily routine. This can be as simple as taking a few moments each morning or evening to reflect on the things you're grateful for. Whether it's your health, relationships, nature, or the opportunities in your life, make it a habit to acknowledge the blessings around you. Buddhism teaches that even the simplest things, such as a warm meal, a kind word, or a peaceful moment, are worthy of gratitude. The more you practice noticing these moments, the more your heart opens to the beauty of the world around you. In addition to reflecting on your gratitude, consider expressing it. This can be through writing in a gratitude journal, sending a thank you note to someone, or simply offering a kind word to someone who has helped you. Buddhism emphasizes the importance of generosity, and expressing gratitude is a form of generosity that can create deeper connections with others. When you openly acknowledge and express gratitude, you not only enhance your own well-being, but also uplift those around you. Gratitude also helps shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance. It's easy to focus on what's missing in our lives, but when we train our minds to look for the positives, we begin to see that there is more than enough to be thankful for. This shift in perspective is transformative. As you begin to notice and appreciate the small things, you'll find that your life feels richer, more meaningful, and more fulfilled. Another aspect of daily gratitude is its ability to ground you in the present moment. In Buddhism, mindfulness is the practice of being fully present in the here and now. When you express gratitude, you connect with the present moment, appreciating what you have rather than longing for something more. This practice helps you let go of the tendency to constantly compare or worry about the future, allowing you to embrace life as it is. In 2025, make gratitude a daily practice. As you begin to notice the blessings around you and express your thanks, you'll find that your life becomes more aligned with peace and happiness. The simple act of practicing gratitude can open your heart, shift your mindset, and help you experience a deeper sense of fulfillment, allowing you to transform your life from the inside out. Whether it's a quiet moment of reflection or a loud expression of thanks, gratitude is a powerful tool for creating lasting change and inner peace. These 10 rules for life transformation are powerful tools that, when applied consistently, can help you create the life you desire in 2025. By taking charge of your life, building discipline, eliminating negativity, and focusing on growth, you'll open the door to a more fulfilling and peaceful future. Thank you for watching, and remember to like, share, and subscribe for more life-changing content.